Like, share, subscribe. Let's get into it. Now, Chris Brown, he got caught in a link below saying that I'm not finna tumble my bag for a little N word because he had to sit by Quavo at an award show. Why are you trying to build tension around the speculation of something? Because you know you're going to be up there geeking and smiling with him right by you. And you're not going to sit there and do nothing. And if you did go to do something, why? For what reason? You're just on there talking. And now you did this right before the show. So now you're definitely going to be into it sitting by him. Something could happen now. You created this. This is you creating drama out of nowhere. This is what's crazy about it. You guys want us to be in part of your drama, and you're creating it before it happens by saying this online. What are you angry about? What did he do? If he did something, tell us. Because this is the stuff I'm talking about. You guys act like this, but then you don't say what it is for. But then you want to say that you're validating in what you're doing. You're being a brawler. We already talked about that. You can't be a brawler. You're being not only that, you're looking to say things preemptively, and there could be a reason. That's what I'm saying. But you're not righteous in your stance because your judgment is not off of anything that makes sense to say why. That's why I'm saying these articles are just to garner energy. There is to take people's energy and make them think something's going to happen and get them to watch. Guys, just watch it. Guys, just do normal advertisement. Tell everybody just watch. Like, you ain't got to do all that. Just say just watch it and buy the brand. You got enough people following you that's nothing hard to say. And this was crazy because then we get to the Young Thug trial, and I want to talk about that as a separate thing, but I ain't got much more to say about Chris Brown in that sense. Here it is. They're using it to cover something up. I'm looking for what they're covering up. I'm telling you, the Young Thug trial is being used to cover up something else. I'm looking for the story. I'm getting warmer because I'm starting to see different things. But understand, whenever there's something like that, because we already know he better go to jail because of what you guys found. Unless he gets out of it, then he's free. He's a free man, or is he guilty? Free or guilty? But at the end of the day, he's a famous rapper with money. So it doesn't help me nonetheless. This is what I'm saying. You can't get caught up in what's going on around there because you got to look at your normal life, what's going on, what's around you. You know, because they changed several laws going on in different states. And there's different states that have several laws or policies that are in voting right now. You got to make a decision on that. What you choose? The election's coming up. There's different other elections happening. There's multiple important things going on. And I'm just looking at it, and I'm getting this little news going on around there. And I just had to call this out because you're going to see the news hit a big story with Chris Brown and Quavo. But he literally is taunting this. And he was doing it on social media. You were doing it on social media. Why didn't you tell him straight up, yo, when I see you in person at the shows, you know what it is? That's what's confusing. Because is it a gang-related thing? Is it a real-life thing? Did Quavo do something? Did he steal something? Is there some big reason that you're coming at him and saying this to him and placing it publicly to make us see this in this way? Because I never thought you two had beef on any level of anything, which doesn't make any sense to me. Sir, if you're going to do something, don't be a brawler in it. You got to make the reason make sense. You got to go with brothers in peace and harmony. You have to do things that are brotherly love. Again, I just did that. Isaiah 9, talking about brotherly love and stuff, as well as, the ending part that I had when I spoke about Thessalonians. Well, I don't know if I did, about Thessalonians 25. When we're talking about a level of competency in love and competency in order and being conscious with each other, a true consciousness. Understand, God never talked about consciousness except consciousness of people thinking they're more conscious than him. But he hints at the people being conscious also in scripture, talking about these different attributes they take on that are not godly at all. This is the importance of what I'm talking about when I'm saying this. You're taking on these attributes, making accusations before you even meet someone to build up some drama. You're going to be wrong whatever happens. If drama builds up and it gets popping and Quavo gets the upper hand, as God will allow him in this situation, I can see God allowing it. You are the one it's your fault, whatever happens, because he's not going to be held guilty. You just sat here and went online on social media and built up drama against him and basically hinted at him that you were ready to do something. Now, when that happens and it goes somewhere else, you can no longer take not fault. And if God don't give an upper hand, you're going to take a loss because you are literally speculating that you don't want to be by this something blank for no reason. I don't see anything he said. I've been looking. I don't see anything. What did he say to you first? I see nothing. And you just said this out of nowhere. Unless you're trying to start something, then why don't you tell him and we just see you guys have a boxing match or something? Why don't you do it? You're notorious for starting events. Chris Brown, just have a boxing match. Just stop doing this. Have a boxing match with you and Quavo on them. That would, do you know what you would do with that? Sir, a Quavo and Chris Brown boxing match? Do you know how much you can make off that, sir? For real? Do you see where I'm going with this? Come on, sir. Let's be reinventive. If you're going to do something, have a boxing match and do it that way. That's the only thing I can say. Now, I'm not saying that you guys need to do this. I'm saying do it in a legal, professional standing, because do it legally rather than do it the way you're trying to do it at a award show or somewhere else. Because that's going to get other people hurt. It's going to get situations built up. It's going to get other people involved in your sin, and it's going to cause calamity. Do it in a place where it makes sense, because I think you just want to fight him for some reason. If that's the case, do it the right way. That's going to make sense, where everybody can do it, and you do it the way that you think, but do it in an official capacity. Don't do it at a award show. I'm telling you, man. This would be more financially sound. All rights reserved.